WWE's got to have counter programming. This is nothing new. They do this all the time. I can tell you when they announced it, little interest, very little interest. Partly because one, it's an afternoon event. So counter programming to AEW All In is going to be NXT Heatwave, which is a daytime event. So you're not really going to get me on a counter programming when you're like, hey, at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever on a Sunday, you're like, listen, if I was going to watch one thing, it's probably going to be AEW, but again, it's in the middle of the day. So your daytime counter programming, it makes it like seem even weaker because again, it's a daytime event, but then it's going to be from Edinburgh, Texas. And believe me, I know my geography. I've been everywhere. I'm not familiar with Edinburgh, Texas, and familiar with it as in seeing its name on a WWE calendar sometimes.
On the border,
I mean, for the most
on
part.
the border of Mexico. It's almost at the very bottom tip of Texas. So
yeah,
it's
probably it's down in like
Gulf,
Laredo,
yeah, really close to the Gulf.
Yeah, the Laredo area and things like that. But either way, like it's London versus Edinburgh, Texas. I don't think this Edinburgh. I know they've hosted some NXT events before at this place because I've heard this name before, but I don't think they've hosted probably Raw or SmackDown in my lifetime. They've obviously never hosted big pay-per-views or anything like that.
It seats 7,700 up to 9,000, depending on how you arrange it. So that's honestly perfect for NXT.
Yes, and crazy enough, so from the same arena starting at noon, actually, they're going to do a AAA event leading up to this, right? And I will say when it comes to the AAA event, there's a few matches of interest, right? There is a fatal four-way for the Latin American Championship, which features La Parca, who's no longer in the tournament to face Roman Reigns, Dr. Wagner Jr., who's also no longer in that tournament to face William Reigns, and Damian Priest is going to be a part of that. We learned this past week on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I don't know. I don't want to give away SmackDown too much what happened, but it appears that R-Truth and Damian Priest are going to make one last run together as a team, and they're going to face the War Raiders at upcoming Lucha Mania, or Triple Mania. But speaking of the War Raiders, they're in a match on this card against the Los Americanos for their tag team championships before that event. There is a gauntlet match for a Triple H Reina de Reyes championship match at Triple Mania. And one other match of interest features Mini Vikingo, Nathan Frazier, and Jack Cartwheel, who I know very familiar from his time in like GCW and things like that, who's, I think, like a WWE ID talent, the best way to put it. I know he's signed to AAA, but I think that's how he kind of got his start in WWE as a WWE ID talent. For the Cruiserweight Championship, the triple threat match, winner will face the Cruiserweight Champion at Triple Mania. So this feels like a Triple Mania pre-show. So you have that starting at noon, and then immediately after that, you go into Heatwave starting at 3. So back-to-back events at the same arena. So yeah, you can. I imagine that this might be AEW's total length of time if you're sitting in that arena in Edinburgh, Texas. But we move on to Heatwave, and like I said, and kind of like I alluded to at the start of this whole thing, is not really interested. And then all of a sudden, Zilla Fatu shows up in NXT. He's immediately placed in a championship match. Grayson Waller does his pipe bomb promo. Cruz Montana comes over from TNA and his former TNA championship, where he was obviously Mike Santana, and is now in a fatal four-way here with Tony D'Angelo for the championship. I can't ignore this match. Very excited for it. And I also can't ignore Natty, who's obviously a main talent, who spends more time actually in places like GCW and Bloodsport, facing Jada Parker in a submission match, in doing that kind of crossover, which I'm looking forward to heavily. And I've liked how they promoted it, even on WWE Radio, how Natty's promoted it. So there are some things here that I'm looking forward to on Heatwave. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I alluded to it early on in the show. I think Jada Parker and Natty, that's going to be a good match. I think this is going to be really good for Jada Parker because she is rumored to be coming up to the main roster very soon. So why not work her in one more match or maybe another match or two? But Natty is the next opponent. I think that's going to get her ready because we did see a debut of OTM on Monday with Royce Keys as part of the. I think he's maybe the leader. Jada Parker is rumored to be joining OTM and Royce Keys in the near future. So this is good match for her to get ready before she gets the call up. Obviously, it's all rumors and speculation, but it would be a good thing for Jada Parker. I think that'd be cool to have her on the main roster, maybe feuding against her real life new boyfriend, Jey Uso. That would be interesting. And then I'm looking at Kalani Jordan and Kendall Gray. If you haven't seen Kendall Gray wrestle, please go back and watch anything you can see before Heatwave. She's a great wrestler. She's moved her way up the system pretty quickly. She'll be on the main roster very, very soon. And obviously, Kalani Jordan's been doing it for a while, has that gymnastics background, so she's a lot of fun to watch. And I'd like to see her on the main roster at some point soon. So there's a lot of female talent. And then, I mean, just you know, if you're going to watch AEW like a lot of people are, you can watch your AEW all the way through, and then hopefully you'll be done in time to watch Zillafat too. I'm going to say he's going to win the NXT Championship this Sunday. I'm going to call it right now. So you can watch AEW if you're going to watch that. And then if you want to catch the back end of NXT Heatwave, Zillafat too, he's going to take the championship. I'm just going to call that shot right now.
Seems like we're going to be burying the WWE Women's Speed Championship this weekend, as it's going to be put together with the North American Championship. And so it seems like the Speed Championship will be the one that goes away, with Zarya taking on Ren Sinclair, who is the current Speed Champion, and Kaylee Armstrong. I'm guessing, obviously, it's the Speed Championship that goes away. I personally like the Speed Championships. I found them to be interesting and entertaining, but it seems like that's going to go away this weekend. I'm guessing that Cruz Montana becomes the new NXT champion this weekend, coming off of last summer where he became the TNA champion. Now he crosses over to the WWE main roster. Heatwave, I'm looking forward to it, definitely more than I ever thought I would. So can't wait to watch that this weekend.